The involuntary manslaughter trial of Jennifer Crumbley continues today, and we've been listening all day with that gavel-to-gavel coverage.
Today, the jury heard a deep dive into the Crumbley family's digital footprint as the prosecution builds its case, arguing that the mother of the Oxford High School shooter ignored multiple signs of mental illness. CBS Detroit's Andres Gutierrez is live outside the Oakland County Courthouse to break down the text messages that were at the center of today's testimony.
Well, Shayna, between the messages that were shown and the line of questioning that took place earlier today, the prosecution was essentially having the jury connect the dots that Jennifer Crumbley cared more about her horses than she did about her son, who would carry out the worst mass shooting in state history. The only witness that we heard from today was from a forensic analyst who pulled everything from the 7 phones investigators collected from the shooter and his parents. The prosecution honing in on messages sent from March 2021, where the shooter texted Jennifer Crumbley several times saying that he was home alone, scared because he was hearing strange sounds and seeing demons. However, his parents ignored those messages because they were busy riding horses. In fact, days before the mass shooting, one of those horses, Billy, had a swollen foot, and they wanted him to get seen by a vet as soon as possible. But when the shooter needed mental help, here's what he wrote to his only friend.
The shooter wrote, like, I hear people talking to me and see someone in the distance, and then corrected the spelling of the word distance.
It's April 4th at 11:56 p.m.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
The shooter said, I actually asked my dad to take him to the doctor yesterday, but he just gave me some pills and told me to, quote, suck it up.
And then what?
He then says, like, it's at the point that I'm asking to go to the doctor. Then he says, my mom laughed when I told her.
And so this afternoon, the jury ended up hearing how Jennifer and her husband, James, responded in the aftermath of the shooting, including deleting several messages while they were on the run, including one acknowledging that their lives were changed forever. Reporting live in Pontiac, Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Detroit.
And Andres, why did the prosecution juxtapose or compare-contrast the message about the horse and the shooter's mental health?
Well, from the beginning, Terrence, they were essentially saying that being a bad parent is not criminal. So what they are trying to do here is establish a pattern where they are saying that in the months, days, and even hours before the shooting, there were signs that the shooter needed some help, but the parents, the mom especially here, ignored those pleas.
All right. Thank you very much, Andres.